To finish tonight, we're taking a look at a revival of the first and one of the few Australian plays to make an impact on the world stage, Summer of the 17th Doll. The play itself is now more than 50 years old and the playwright, Ray Lawler, is 90. But a new production opening this week shows the play is still as relevant as ever. Rebecca Bailey reports.
Yes, it has been a lucky play. The times have changed, but the characters still come through.
2 eagles flying down out of the sun and coming south every year for the mating season.
56 years after its premiere, the quintessential Australian play, affectionately known as The Doll, is back on the main stage.
What about Christmas, that weekend place at Selby? Can't say I didn't give that a fair go.
And what was wrong with Selby?
Summer of the 17th Doll is a great Australian play because it's still about human need and human failings, human flaws, human aspirations.
Set in the 1950s in a boarding house in working-class Melbourne, Summer of the 17th Doll is about love, loss and longing for a life long gone. While its context may now be in the past, director Neil Armfield says the doll resonates as much today as it ever did.
Ray Lawler wrote a play against marriage, really, with all of the debate at the moment about what marriage is and what is a moral relationship between two people. I think this play is kind of scorchingly relevant.
Fingers crossed.
This is the 17th Doll's umpteenth revival, but it's Neil Armfield's long overdue doll debut, and he promises that this version remains true to the play's traditions.
Everyone, at some point in their schooling, has come up against this great classic. It's a great responsibility when you take on a work like that.
I wanted him to do the play quite a while back because I thought Neil is the sort of a person who would understand the play.
Now 90 years old, playwright Ray Lawler grew up in blue-collar Footscray and wrote Summer of the 17th Doll very much with his own life in mind.
I don't think I would have written The Doll unless I'd had this sort of background. The women in the play, for instance, are, very much of a working-class background.
Lawler created Barney, one of the Queensland cane cutters who comes south every year for the layoff season, for himself, and he played the character in the original production both in Australia and overseas.
The lady I'm carrying over my shoulder is a dear lady called Ethel Gabriel. She was nearly 70 at that time, and I used to toss her over my shoulder every night. I don't think she'd ever come on stage like that before.
The play enjoyed runaway success at home and abroad, yet Ray Lawler never sat comfortably with the fame.
Everything that happened in my private life, the birth of the children, the thing, it was suddenly, it was just publicity. And I think I hated that more than anything.
Summer of the 17th Doll was even given the Hollywood treatment, with Ethel Gabriel playing Emma in both the stage and film versions.
A very nasty old lady of about 70. She bites everybody, but that's a facade. Underneath she's got a heart of gold, not sentimental.
Australia's grand dame of theatre, Robin Nevin, plays Emma in this new production.
She's become a kind of crabby old wise elder who sees the reality that the others are unable to see.
No, it's still wrong. Sounds like a woman's voice.
It's the first time she's performed in The Doll. She believes the play has endured thanks to its authentic working-class language.
Emma, you was asked in here to play the piano. Lousy fiddling. Well, I wouldn't listen to what you call singing for all the tea in China. You can keep your lousy fiddling. Happy New Year to a lot of you. Bunch of broken amateurs.
The power of the language, the music of the language, the way in which they express themselves at that time is very vivid and I think recognised as something authentically Australian and disappearing.
Look, what are you trying to do? Make out I'm a liar or something? Then don't say anything, because that's very much what it sounds like.
Ray held up this amazing mirror as great theatre does, it shows us who we are.
Come on in, doll. I wonder where you got to. Where now? Isn't that something?
Yeah, row for the shore, boys.
It may have premiered in 1955, the year Neil Armfield was born, but there's no doubt Ray Lawler's great Australian play is set to enjoy many more Indian summers.
The crit said, "The characters ring as truly as silver coins on a stone floor." And it was such a beautiful line, and I think perhaps that's one of the reasons why it does survive.
It's New Year's Eve, ain't it? Come on, Pearl. We'll go make some sandwiches. I don't mind anything as long as we don't go down to that beach.
Rebecca Bailey reporting.